Hello, hello, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great week. Hey, Russell. Welcome to Heyday with He Says I'm Cute. Oh. How is everybody's derbies going this week? As you can see, I've leveled up almost every one of my farms. Hi, Mace. Hey, Roro. Oh. Everybody enjoying autumn is finally here in game. We've been waiting for it and waiting for it, and just look at these beautiful colors. Favorite season. Got some animals to feed on this farm. Oh. Hey, Hasby. I'm really sorry if I butcher anybody's name. My contacts are somewhat messing up tonight, too. Yeah, Mace. This is the time of year everybody starts to regret cutting down these trees. I mean, look at that. I mean, you see a little coloration difference in some of the pines, and these we will really see truly affected until winter when they get the snow on them. But I mean, look at these beautiful OG trees that I've kept and how colorful. Hi, Daisy. Oh, I'm so glad you could finally make it. I know, it's so exciting. It's probably opposite because you're headed into spring. So there's blooming and there's some green foliage coming out where Daisy is. But aw, I appreciate it, Daisy. It means so much. Especially today. But yes, look at all these pretty colors. I'm so excited. I would love the option to have some of this all year round. But for those of you that like Daisy, who are in another season transition, the southern hemisphere, at least you can have a little bit of the colors and prettiness. Oh, that's a lot of trees. I hope you've saved up saws, Mace. Run some Tom. There's boosters. Get you some saws. If you haven't seen the offers, there's the wisteria tree, and some have the Tom as well. So I know this one that one has probably the most amount of OG trees, as you can see. This one doesn't have quite as many. But I still have some of them here. And I'm glad that for some reason, somehow, I've managed to keep mostly the red ones. Hey, Peter. So I am loving this season. Anybody needs pineapples. I got a bunch up in my shop here. Now I've shared something in almost everybody else's streams that I partake in, and I'm going to show it to you guys now. Only thing is, you guys, it has a slight glitch to it, which I'm hoping, I sent in a bug report. I'm hoping, hey Phoebe, I'm hoping somebody will fix it. Every time I say Phoebe's name, you guys, on here, Siri pops up. It is absolutely funny. Hi, Roz. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. I did not realize that this was not uncommon knowledge, and I'm going to make if I can, hopefully it'll get fixed. I'm going to explain why. Let's start. I only have 2 here. Well, this one, but I had it in another one. Guys, did you know that you can actually... Hi, Diane. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Diane. Okay. Did you know that you can actually name these layouts? You just type where the layout is and you can rename them. So you don't have to go in and know which is which. So we're going to name this one main. This one I'd have other stuff. Let's do this. A lot of people like to do an event setup. Done. We're exiting. I'm going to check on 1 minute. Oh, it's bunny time. What do I want to do? Don't want that. Don't need that. Oh, I don't know what I want to take. I haven't decided. But, so you guys can name your layouts. I love the fact that you can do it. Yes, so it's 20, 40, then 80. My wonderful diamond spending son, who has like almost every machine maxed out. Hey, Maddie. Oh, thank you for waking up to come and join. He does not even do, he bought all the layouts, you guys. And his is actually the reason why I knew they could be named, because he had them named. But they went away. And I don't know how long they stay for. So I've named the ones on my main farm. And we'll check back in a little bit later and see if they're still named while we do things. But you can have up to 5 layouts. They do cost the diamonds. So, my son, who this farm belongs to, that I created this farm for, he loves... I bought diamonds. I always buy the 4,000 at 30% off. And, oh, Phoebe, your allergies too. Oh, my youngest is my oldest is so miserable. So he has bought the slots on like all the machines nearly and maxed out quite a few until he ran out. But when he got to the level of having the farm layouts, he bought all of them. And I was like, oh, you've got to stop spending all these diamonds. You don't really have to decorate. But now he has them. See, I buy every month the 4,000 diamonds at 30% off on all 4 of these farms. That is how I have them. Last month, there was a glitch on my main farm. So it's at the lowest it has been since... probably within the first couple months. So I like to keep a reserve. I don't really like to go below 10,000. So I'm really hoping that a new offer comes up soon, so I can get it. Hi, Raina. So as I do speed up my derby tasks at times, and I like to be able to have some, I am going to be buying... Sorry about that. I know, Phoebe, some people would be happy to have 100, and you guys can. You know, Maddie has done a good series on diamonds and mining for them. You get 10 a day for mining, and I'm gonna let you guys choose a few things. Hey, Deborah, we're gonna do a few things today. So first and foremost, though, we are going to spend some more diamonds. I am buying the wisteria tree. And before I do, I am going to go off of Peter's comments right there of 120 diamonds, and wow, that's a lot. Now, usually the wisteria and the pink trumpet trees come in a pack with either permits or expansion or puzzle pieces, and we all know that at least so far nobody has put a price on puzzle pieces because you can't buy them with puzzle pieces. However, it's actually pretty cheap, because otherwise they're spending a lot. If we know how much you think they're 100, Phoebe? I know they've not put one in there because you can't buy them with diamonds so far. I've only seen them offered in packs with like the trees. I watched it and I cannot remember what you put the value at. So I'm glad you were in to put it there. When I think about how much it is, so usually I think the last offer I got was $15, was a pink trumpet tree, 2 permits, and I forget what the other one was. It wasn't puzzle pieces, because those usually don't come together. I'm surprised on the puzzle pieces, because you can't buy them. I mean, I'm sure it equates to something if you break down. This actually helps break down the things. But if you're looking, 129 diamonds is $5. So it's a really great deal to be able to buy 3 of these. And you're only looking a little over $10 for 3. So if you compare to only getting 1 in that $15 pack, especially if you don't need the permits anymore, or you don't need the other offerings. Right? Yeah, there was a time where you couldn't buy permits. You can't buy the puzzle pieces still. Unless Phoebe knows something I don't. And if that's the case, spill the beans. I'm sure all of us will gladly fork over diamonds, just about. But I'm going to buy the 3-pack. I know you can only buy these once. Phoebe's in stream, so we are going to put Phoebe on here. And we are going to buy my 3. And as you can see, I can still buy the 1-pack. And they're right there. I do have one of the trumpet trees. I forgot how I got it though. So, no. Yeah, you can only get 1 pack of each. But you can get 1 of each pack. So you can't. So only the real money purchases. So if I were to buy more diamonds now, then we can. But I still like to have it in there. Every time I notice it's out, or I go to change, I try to make sure on all my farms that it has one of them. So we have 3 of those. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to get the other one. I have saved some cool things. I finished some new animals, so let's open those next. Ooh. Yeah, I saw that okay. Thanks, Phoebe. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I knew the 3 was only a 1. I figured the 1 was only going to be a 1 the same way, but I wasn't sure. I still think it's a fairly good deal, especially if you have the diamonds. I fed these earlier, not that you can tell, because I had a task for them. I have... Oh, I'll make more room. Okay. I have a slight problem. But we'll fix that in a minute. First, let's get my new zebra. I have my first zebra. So I am really excited to get the zebra houses. Anyways, I think this is absolutely hilarious. None of these houses cost anything. Have you guys congrats? Mazzy, have you guys realized that none of the houses cost money for the sanctuary animals? But we pay a coin for each of the fields we get. Like, why? Like, even make the zebra house or any of the houses like 1 coin, or make the fields free. I really find it so weird that everything else costs something except for the sanctuary, in which none of the houses have cost anything. The animals don't cost anything other than... Well, I know it's due to the coding, Phoebe, but I find it weird. It's just so... I wanted to do this on camera so that I could, or on video so I could save it and clip it. So now I have my first zebra. I'll have to go get And it is the Mohawk Zebra. And I'll throw some names out and we will pick a name. And then while we're doing that, I'm going to... Oh, I forgot I can't throw a stream out. I can't throw out some suggestions. I don't think I have almost any of these named whatsoever. Name the pets, but not named the animals. So you guys can name some. I actually have to pull up YouTube. So you guys may hear... Well, I would think 1 coin would be fair. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I find it interesting the way the coding sometimes work. Okay, I apologize. You guys are gonna hear the echo of me pulling up. I can't pull up a poll anymore unless I have got YouTube pulled up. I will do some decorating for Halloween this year, Peter. I will try. But I am not cutting down trees. You guys cannot pay me enough to cut down trees for decorating. Hi, Gabby. I'm really... I understand the coding part, but what I wonder, and my guess is partially the software platform for timing as to why they can't even go back and change like our new field, like new fields shouldn't cost anything. I really need to spend time decorating my sanctuary. But I haven't. I need to make some room in my barn. But I was curious to see, because I saw this debate on Facebook and it caused quite a ruckus. What you guys actually prefer to spend your materials on? Do you focus on your personal train? Do you focus on time or on the number of people? I've always gone back and forth. Like one time I will upgrade the number of people, one time I will upgrade the number of visitors. So I've just rotated back and forth. But I'm really curious as to what. So I'm going to do a poll. On what you would do oh my is CSG. It actually isn't, because if you think of how, okay, I don't know how much you know about coding and programming. So I'm going to put this poll up and then we're going to, I'm going to try to explain a little bit of this. So you guys vote, and whichever you guys decide on, I will upgrade because I have plenty to upgrade my train with once, and that'll clear out barn space. So while you guys are doing the poll, I am going to try to explain this. Heyday is 10 years old. The coding that was originally there for games that are older than that for cross-platform mobile play is different than the current software platform which is used, the language. Yes, for my personal train. So I can upgrade my personal train. This is what it's at. I have 8 passengers for every 3.5 hours. So I've been alternating which one I do. One time I'll do the time, one time I'll do train or the passengers, but I saw a really hot debate, people arguing over which one is better. A lot of people saying they'd want more visitors, less frequent. Some people said they do like I do, alternate. And some people said they'd rather have faster time and less visitors. So I'm curious what you guys would do. Or suggest that I do. I have plenty, I probably have plenty of, or close to enough sitting, well, not, yeah, I probably have close to enough to upgrade another time sitting, but I do not mind as much as most people do. I agreed I am. I don't mind spending my diamonds. That's part of the reason why I have so many. Collect my diamonds from my neighbor. What you guys got? So, not that fun. But to go back to CSGs, if you change some of the original coding, then it's going to be harder to, like, it's just harder because of what it's built on, and it could affect the new coding that's overlaid on it. So CSG is not as easy as going in and just changing an integer as easy as you would think. It really depends, and without seeing their coding, I couldn't say that it's definitely for sure. But yeah, they, like Phoebe says, we have to have the old and the new married. And when they added in some for some of the newer features, the language was changing, things were, so to keep it symbiotic and not have some of the issues we've seen, they can't just go in and do it. I just happen to find some of these things really hilarious. So far mine have stayed, by the way. Yes, can be very frustrating. So far my farm names have stayed. I'm gonna keep checking throughout. They did reset on me, but I don't know if it's like a certain time frame in which they reset. I could not find that anywhere. Or if it's a glitch and they're not supposed to. So I'm starting it to watch and trying to figure out. You rarely use so like Mazzy, for me, I get that. Tomorrow, I will tomorrow I will use my personal train because we have a visitor event. And so while I can't collect for myself, the other farms can, and they can fastly go in and out, and I'm not in between. Like, I'll speed through with the diamond, or with the coin events. Thanks, Phoebe. I was just going to address that next. But the double coin for town visitors tomorrow, I use a coin booster. Try to upgrade my rep. And keep working on it. I neglect my town outside of events. And derbies, I can honestly say. And I have not done anything to it outside of open. And I love that the town colors change. I actually like the town tree colors more than I like the farm tree colors, in a sense, because they have multiple, there's a depth of color to these trees. And it's just because of the type of tree they are. Now for what CSG you were saying, this is the world I've worked in, coding, programming, different languages. I know some game coding. I know a game company that has gone out of business for a game, just part of how I ran into finding Heyday, where they could not make the transition from the older platform to the new to marry them correctly, especially with the open source coding that requires for Android. So when you get into mobile gaming, depending on how far you're wanting to expand it, especially if you're trying to keep it outside of, like, especially since Supercell does keep it outside of Facebook, it's a lot harder. There's not a standard. There's games that were built originally on the Facebook kind of code and platform to allow you to game across computers and mobile devices and apps, and they were different. You would have a different set of coding using Facebook basis for Android versus Apple. Now they want them uniform, and it doesn't always It's a very different kind of game, though, CSG. There's additional factors that go into the different games. And there's not as many variables in Clash of Clans to an extent as there is for Heyday. So the team, I don't think that's an issue. I mean, if you want to make any kind of comparison, it would be that there 2015 there was a slight change in some of the art concept directions, but that would probably be the biggest argument, I would say, as a change, and I don't see it as a problem. Not quite as true, but I'm not gonna argue with all of that and debate it. Unfortunately, none of, we can all have our opinions and thoughts on how it works. Truly, without seeing how they've set up their coding, I could not tell you. I can only make my educated guess based on my experience and work within this field and my knowledge. And that's proprietary information, and I am not entitled to see it. But I know that they work hard to give us the best game that they can. It's just sometimes I find small things, like on all the machines, when you upgrade it's car orders, not truck orders, even though everything is trucks. There is. While Clash of Clans may be competitive in the fact that you need to do a few more things, PC, it's actually more what it was upgrading, which I did. I should probably end that. I upgraded the passengers like everybody said. The coding for my educated guess would be the coding is more consistent and repetitive within Clash of Clans because everybody's doing roughly the same actions but on a different level and time frame versus the building and options and colorizations and placements and some of the things that go on with Heyday. But I do like, just in case anybody that's come in late has known, you can change the names of your layouts. When I told somebody that's in a stream, I forget the stream it was in, they did not know that. I love that you can do this because I can have one that's Autumn. That's right, it was in Gizmo stream. She was like, you can do what? And I was like, just rename your layouts. She had no idea that was a thing. I don't do a lot of decorating, so I don't have a ton of use. But for those of you who do, you might as well use it. I learned DOS. That was one of the ones that I learned. There are still some good things. So the name should save as long as I don't see why it wouldn't. Mine's not changing. It hasn't. It did reset on one of my other farms that I tested it on. I'm trying to see if it'll reset in stream. With my luck, it won't. There's minor tweaks that, of course, I think we'd all do. I'd like to see truck orders on these machines instead of car orders. And if you can't tell, I clearly buy most of my smoothies from the paper because they usually are asked for the red. Let's see. No, because I'm using two different devices. Oh yes, I have leveled up every farm. See, without the farm pass. I haven't even finished the farm pass, you guys. But I have leveled up. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. This one. I have leveled up all of my farms this week. So I went up 2 on my lowest level and 1 on each of them. And most of them have an animal, I think, to buy. So let's go to our next farm. I was just on that screen and put that out there. Alright, still got some time till the next bunny. You can hear the fan on my computer. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm using my laptop setup tonight. It is not liking as much. Yeah, Maggie, your birthday is in like 2 days, isn't it? So I've got the HIPAA to do here. I love, it reminds me of the Geronimo, is that the right movie? Where they drop in the animal, or is it Dumbo? Dumbo, that they, no, Geronimo? Oh, I can't remember. They drop in the Dumbo. There you go. I feel like I'm running on UK time. I will be perfectly honest. Yes, I have been up watching a lot of the news coverage. There's still a glitch with these offers. because like this farm has the Tom offer. I had the Tom offer earlier this morning on my main farm, and tonight I don't have it, and I did not buy it. I am going to buy the wisteria trees though. I don't care if my kids want them or not. Go collect some more wheat to feed everything. Yeah, there should be a Tom offer right, and the wisteria trees, but it doesn't always show up for me consistently. It's just one of the quirky parts of the game. They show up when they want to show up. These animals are somewhat named because my kids have named their animals. Yeah, usually the booster offers have only been 24 hours. Even the ones I bought the town ones, one of the offerings when they were doing them, and then they were back the next day even though I bought them, and I figured that they're probably 24 hours. You did not have all three. Oh, you have all three already. Okay. Russell, you have everything. That's why you have the nickname you do. Thoroughly. You live up to it. Finish this puzzle out. He does. Ooh, if he had the winning lottery ticket, I don't think he'd tell us anything. I don't know, Madsy. I've been calling him Rescue Russell for months, and he hasn't changed it yet. Maybe after a year. You really should, Russell. We just tend to call you Rescue Russell. It's not like we use the second half. This farm has almost no trees because my kid had cut them down. So I like looking on this half of the farm. Mazzy, if you need sleep, get some sleep. I thought this one had a completed animal that I hadn't upgraded yet, but my kid may have upgraded it. Well, I guess he upgraded it. And collected feed, but did not feed. Okay. That is a lot to do. Russell, I don't know if anybody could hate you. Alright. Upgrade for a hippo. I like getting the new animals. Mostly for the deco that comes with them. I don't know about you guys, but that tends to be my favorite. I love the deco. And I just randomly put it somewhere so it's out. Lion. A lion would be fitting, I guess. I want penguins. I really want actual penguins. I would be so happy. I have not seen the new, I think the newest upgrade to the zoo. Here, Phoebe, I haven't gone. They were still building it the last time I went. Let's see. Sorry about that. Okay. I need to go work on my diner. That's not bad at all. Russell, that's not bad. But yours is a paid zoo, right? You have to pay to get in, Russell? Not getting better. Really feel like I need new contacts. Okay, I need to just make stuff. Mine's within like 30 miles. Does not mean it takes 30 minutes. The traffic sometimes is a nightmare to get to it. Ours is free to get into. Parking is not free unless you walk. But I love what they have done and do with our zoo. I really do enjoy. I feel very lucky to have a good zoo. And I really do hope that they do something about these train tracks. I'd love to see only one of these. So there's only like 2 on this side, so that we could have like a pathway or something, have this beach opened to make it so that our townies can visit. I'd have to look at the exact mileage, but I know it's gotta be less than, or somewhere around the 30-mile mark. Because it's about maybe 40. Between 30 and 40 miles. I have Mazia, and I do like it, but I really want them to be like how they can get to the beach. I'd really like them to be able to also get to go in front, or be able to have our personal train look like it's running visitors through. See, I was right. 33 miles. I have no idea why that actual fact stuck in my head at 33, but it does. Okay, did I start that? I know I started that, so I can start that. Now that the weather's being more cooperable of temperature wise, I think it's probably time for a trip to the zoo. My COVID really wreaked havoc. Usually, the kids take a field trip to the zoo, and my youngest did not get his field trip. And the crowds and the walking is a little bit hard for me with things going on, so we have not been in a while. The last time I went to the zoo, they had finished one new area. We're working on another new area, and they added adult beverages. Oh, Peter, don't make me hungry already. I could play and watch these colors all day, and I am going to forget constantly what I need to go make. Because my brain says I did not sleep enough last night. Yes, I have the the game on background. I am not that you can hear it. It's there. Tenderloin sandwich sounds good. Had brisket tacos the other night. Oh, they were yummy. I do like a good. Peter, you said you ordered pizza. Why can't you watch games on your phone? Ooh, Manzi, I love brisket. I love to smoke it. Put it in the smoker and cook it. Oh, so good. Pink potato cakes. That's what I was making. Jeez. I want some potato. Oh, the potato feta. I want some potato cakes. Oh, I didn't realize that, Peter. I've had Verizon forever, and I didn't realize that. We have a couple of good places that do barbecue around here. That'll smoke a good brisket. But I like making my own. Yes, Peter, you better behave. Soup. Never gonna remember everything. Oh, I can listen on Sirius, and I have the NFL package. We like our football in this house. We don't all agree on the same teams, but we like football in this house. Alpacas could be good for either a pet or an animal. We could have cashmere in a loom and in probably some hats. They are very cute. If everybody did not spin their wheel, don't forget, because it's the puzzle piece or permit. Yeah, permit. Mine all have puzzle pieces. Interesting. The one I used to play before I got really big into Heyday, they actually shut down all support for it because they couldn't transfer the coding, and I was out a lot of money for that. Yeah. Between Peacock, Paramount Plus, and Prime, the games all streamed there, but I also have traditional cable, so I have the NFL package. See, maybe that works for you. I still want my DVR. I don't know what we would do if actually this happened the other day. Our power, our internet, everything was down. Even my cell service was down. So I couldn't even hotspot. I was so irritated. And then the power came back on, and I was still waiting for our internet to come on. And I thankfully still have traditional cable with a DVR box, so I had things recorded so that my kids could watch something, because they were just like bouncing off the walls with boredom. Not that they don't have plenty of other things to do. So I do still, I haven't bit the bullet and gotten rid of it. What did I need? Sure. I need to put Ernest back to work. I really annoyed. I don't understand what happened. I went to... Good night, Mazzy. Thanks for joining tonight. I went to I went on one of the farms, and then just one of my farms though, on my phone. And when I got up, and it was the middle of the night, but I collected something, and chilies, because I'm doing chilies. That's what it was. And the pop-up to renew Rose was up. I did that, but I didn't check any of my other farms. When I got up in the morning, Rose had been unhired. Like, I had forgotten to rehire her on another one of my farms. And I was like, really confused. So now I'm trying to pay attention to that too. Mazzy, if I don't see you before your birthday, have a happy birthday. And since Ernest, I don't need... Well, I could use them, but some of the tasks that I've taken last time, I changed my settings for Rose and I haven't rehired Ernest yet. Jeez. I usually like to hire with the booster and then rehire extend. Oh my gosh. Yes. I guess I never paid attention that it's technically the booster time. Because I'm really bad about using boosters. But I I try to if I'm going to use, like, if I have the task use a booster, or I know, like, I may run out of time before I'll get to renewing, I'll throw the booster on. But it will not hire them without having them on the discount. Like, I won't go to Ernest now and just hire him. I always wait till I've had it on a discount. And if you guys haven't been able to tell, these are still some of the from the last event. Those purples, they stay purple. For anybody that comes in and is watching back, they'll stay on there until you serve them or kick them out. Seriously, all of them if they get timed out? Is that a new change, Phoebe? Because she only timed him out. That's gotta be a new change. I don't... Yeah, I see all of them are gone. But he's not hidden. He's only timed out. That's new. Either I have something set wrong, and I'm looking at the YouTube chat, and everything is gone. So either I have something... No, it's not new. I've just never noticed before. Clearly don't pay enough attention. Okay. That's true. People usually that need to be timed out manage to get there pretty quick. Alright, you guys. I think I'm going to end the stream. I need to change my contacts. I'm having a hard time reading your messages in my chat. We've got a couple of new animals tonight. I've shown you that you can change your names on your layout, which should be something fun for a lot of you who decorate. So you can have like an autumn, you could have your Christmas, you can have your event. That way you know. It will let you guys know if or when it resets itself. Hey Ian, you're just in time for me to be ending. I'm doing a short one tonight. I am having a hard time with my contacts seeing. If they're gonna, Rena, it'd be cool to see some different cats, I guess. And even some more dogs. My thing is that those pets are low XP. They're only like 25 XP. So if we're gonna have more pets, I'd like to see an increase in some of the XP. And you can tell the XP's gone up with, I think the higher ones are with the higher levels, but I can tell the difference now that I'm getting more pets. And I'm going to buy some more. I've nearly recovered. Actually, no, I have recovered all of the gold and purple voucher. All the vouchers we spent on the horses, I have recovered. So it is time to get some more pets. I think next week we'll do pets. Donkeys. I think I want to get the donkeys next. See, I think I'm going to go with donkeys. Aww. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next week, Daisy. I'm glad you'll be able to make it. I'll be there Monday. I will be up watching the news coverage in England when you're streaming. So I will be up very the donkeys are not. Well, maybe I'll let you guys vote on which ones I get next then. How about that? I'll let you guys vote. For anybody, too, just as a heads up, who did not know, I've split my name. So it's he says, and then I'm cute. So I split it kind of in half. And I have a Facebook, and I need to put a link command up. Do have a Facebook account now that you can find me on. And I will be posting things, and I have asked on there anybody who has ideas for like a logo or kind of symbol, something for me to use. Phoebe has Phoebe, and Ricky's Red Knight. Gizmo does like the cat thing. I've got to find mine, so I'm open to some suggestions. All 12 horses, okay. I am going to do pets first, Peter. Pets pay off way better. I'm going to get all of the pets before I do any custom deco. I will actually probably not touch custom deco until after I have all of the pets and all of the machines. And I really need to take advantage of the town. I bought a new machine earlier this week. I've got 2 more to buy to be caught up because I leveled up too fast. So I need to use my boosters and take advantage of tomorrow's event. Yeah, the custom deco is just costly. I will wait until I'm in Maggie, and I'm gonna want to spend some on Halloween deco. Oh, I know I will. And for some players who don't, or that I've seen complain that they don't like the deco coming back, as somebody who doesn't spend the vouchers, I am excited to have some of the repeat deco and the options to have them come back. And I'm really excited to see what chick deco they come up for Halloween next month. But no rushing the month, it's half over. Not rushing it. September can take its time. Alright, you guys. I will see you guys next Thursday for sure. 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to do a few things, but thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to my wonderful mods. Russell, Phoebe, Daisy, C, all being here tonight. You guys take care. Happy farming. Much love. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.